The Declaration of Independence famously identifies three of our natural rights: life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Yet, ironically, in a world more connected than ever, teens are feeling increasingly isolated, more than any generation before them. The real question is, what happened?
He stopped eating and bathing.
Kids are experiencing some really significant concerns.
Died by suicide in our home in Orlando, Florida.
None of these things he did before.
Suicide is now the second leading cause of death.
He was only 14 years old.
It's starting to overwhelm the systems that we have in schools and
July 4th, 1776. The Declaration of Independence was officially adopted, establishing the principles of our natural rights and equality. Famously, it clarifies our right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
That they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
And among the big three is the right to the pursuit of happiness. But what exactly does this have to do with teen mental health? Well,
what limits a government that did see as its duty some kind of obligation to take measures to promote the pursuit of happiness in the ways both of you have talked about it? What's the line then between what's a legitimate pursuit of happiness for the government to promote and what is illegitimate?
Essentially, to simplify the question asked here, it is, what exactly does the government mean by the pursuit of happiness? The very pursuit that it promises to enable, that if backfired can have a very drastic effect on a specific group of people, that being teens.
The difference is they were not expecting government to promote happiness, right? They were seeing it as a personal obligation, and it was still more about the negative right. In other words, protecting their right to pursue happiness, rather than trying to somehow promote that.
So the government isn't responsible for providing happiness. Obviously, that's impossible to do to every single person. However, it is widely recognized to be responsible for enabling the fundamentals to do so. For example, our individual rights and freedoms, like the freedom of speech, religion, press, assembly, and protest, among other things like maintaining law and order, providing access to education, and even things down to health and well-being, like Medicare. So then, why is there a problem? Is it possible that the issues we have with teen mental health today have nothing to do with the government? Or do they have a role in this crisis? Well, in order to understand that, first we need to look back and understand why we have this problem in the first place. Why is the upcoming generation so isolated?
Bullying contributes to emotional and mental health problems for children across this country, and in far too many cases has driven kids to suicide.
Teens who struggle with mental health say Instagram makes it worse.
After hours upon hours of research, it all comes down to a few key things: social media, bullying, and stress. This very crisis
was destroying the lives of far too many teenage girls.
This is an issue that deserves our consideration, deserves research, and deserves action.
There is improvement that is needed to be made. Thankfully, the initial steps have already been set in place, but that doesn't mean there can't be more.
We simply must do more to prevent bullying and its devastating consequences.
Additionally, alongside bullying and social media, one of the key factors is actually stress about the future. A part of being a teenager is preparing for adulthood, and with that comes a lot of stress and a lot of worry for what's to come in the very near future, and it takes a huge mental toll. The very thing that connects the younger generation to the rest of the world is also what makes them fear it. So, for the real question, is the government, and more specifically the Declaration of Independence, advocating for the pursuit of happiness for our younger generation? The answer is up to interpretation. However, more can definitely be done. The government can enforce stricter regulations on social media platforms. Schools and communities could teach digital literacy, and even individually, each of us can take steps to be more aware of how online content affects our well-being. The pursuit of happiness is one of our natural rights. It cannot be taken from us. And so let us all work together to achieve that goal, to achieve that happiness. The happiness that is owed to every single individual person, not only in the US, but everywhere in the world.